Today our target was to visit Konark Temple. We started from the hotel at 12:15 and we drove to Konark. We reached Konark at around 2 p.m. So it's like a 2-hour relaxed drive. We straight away went to the temple. It was fairly crowded and we spent around an hour there. And then we spent some time in the museum which is nearby. Konark Sun Temple was built approximately in 13th century AD, and it's around 35 kilometers northeast of Puri. The temple is attributed to King Narasimha Deva I of Eastern Ganga dynasty. The temple is dedicated to Hindu sun god Surya, and what remains of the temple complex has the appearance of a 100-foot, 30-meter high chariot with immense wheels and horses, all carved from stone. Once over 200 feet high, much of the temple is now in ruins. The large shikhar over the sanctuary, which rose much higher than the mandapa that remains, it is basically it doesn't exist anymore. The sanctum sanctorum of the temple has also been filled with concrete because it was in the risk of being collapsing. So you cannot go inside it. You can only see the temple from outside. It is still an impressive structure, but it probably is not as well maintained as it could have been. Before the temple was restored, it was in ruins, and there are many speculations about the cause of the destruction. There were some early theories that said that temple was never completed and it collapsed during construction, but it is contradicted by textual evidence and evidence from inscriptions. There is a copper plate from the reign of Narasimha IV, which seems to indicate the temple was not only completed but it was an active site of worship. There is another inscription that talks about different gods that have been consecrated in the temple. There is a non-Hindu text from Akbar era, which is called Aine Akbari by Abul Fazl. It is dated to 16th century, and it mentions that the Konark Temple was a prosperous site that made visitors astonished at its site, and it does not talk about ruins at all. But 200 years later, during the reign of Marathas in Odisha, a Maratha holy man found the temple abandoned and covered in overgrowth. So Marathas relocated the temple's Arun Stambh, basically the pillar on which the charioteer Aruna used to sit, to the Lion's Gate entrance of Jagannath Temple in Puri. So it seems to have gone into disrepair somewhere between the reign of Akbar and the Maratha reign in Odisha. But we do not know for sure what were the reasons and what happened. But it is being restored by ASI for quite few last years, and I have to say that the quality of ASI restoration is not really great, because many of those carved stones are just being replaced with plain stones, which take away from the beauty of the temple. We left the temple 3:30 and we drove back to our hotel. We had read somewhere that there is this place called Pipli where you can buy some artifacts. So we drove through the Pipli town or village, whatever you want to call it, but unfortunately we found it completely closed, nothing was open. So after driving through that place, we just went to our hotel. We reached our hotel at around 7 p.m. and that was after freshening up, having our dinner. That was the end of our day. We retired for the day. like this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell icon. Also share it with your social network. Moreover, keep on living, keep on driving, and keep on smiling.